So as you're being settled and just kind of moving into this space of your practice, as I wrote in the email, really my intention for today is just to flow, just to let aliveness flow. And as I said just a moment ago, there's a really personal quality that comes with that, a really unique level at which we express that. There's also really a universal quality, just tapping into that ocean of awareness in a way. Also, maybe taking refuge in that flow, in that impermanence, just that dynamic dance of life. It's always here. And really, for me, at least right now, today, just intending that this connection to the flow, to impermanence, might increase wakefulness and really a sense of engagement with the present moment, a sense of reverence in the present moment, the preciousness of it. So just taking these moments right now to be settled, to sense if that resonates for you, or maybe there's something else you're working with today. Maybe you're just listening. With your next breath or two, you might bow your head, and then if your eyes were closed, blink the eyes open and just lift your gaze forward for a moment. And as we've been doing, we're going to go ahead and lie down on our backs and take a moment to connect with our breath a little bit more deeply. So go ahead and lie down, and when you lie down, let's just start by hugging the knees into the chest. Hugging the knees in, maybe rocking side to side, and just softening for a moment. Softening, receiving the support of the floor. Receiving the flow of breath, just that natural quality of flow, connecting with that. And then let's place the soles of our feet onto the floor. So we're going to do a pretty simple core connector and kind of build in complexity slightly, but you can always stay at whatever level works for you. So starting with your feet on the ground, maybe just feeling or sensing a little bit of that action of legs squeezing to the midline. Gently imagining legs squeezing together, and then as you exhale, if you could locate your pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones knit together and draw in below the knee. Just making that deeper connection inside, and then maybe you inhale, release that. And exhale, reconnect, knitting together the embroidery of the pelvic floor, drawing in below the navel, feeling that kind of inner resilience arising. And maybe you release as you inhale. Let's do that one more time. Knitting together, drawing up and in as you exhale. And then perhaps you can maintain that as you inhale. Feeling that sense of drawing in below navel and deepening to the midline. As you inhale and exhale. So there is this quality of kind of contraction, of steadiness, but still the flow. Always connecting with the flow. Then lifting the feet, maybe bringing the thighs perpendicular to the floor, the shins parallel. And hugging the legs together. I'm kind of placing my hands on my thighs or maybe on my abdomen just for support. It feels to me like a supportive gesture. And then just a hug of the legs and knitting down below the navel and drawing together of pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones. See if you can maintain a neutrality in your lower back so you're not flattening it here. Keep breathing. So there's still there's a steadiness, but there's no resistance to the flow of inhale and exhale. From here, keep the legs in this shape, but as you inhale, touch your right toes to the floor. And exhale, bring that right leg back up to meet the left leg. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left toes touch. Exhale, left leg comes back up. Again, right side, inhale, touching the toes down. Exhale, drawing back up. Let's do it again on the left. Inhale, tap the left toes. Exhale, draw together. One more time with this one. Inhale, right toes touch. Exhale, draw together. Inhale, left toes touch. This is challenging. Exhale, draw together. Stay here and then inhale. If possible, stretch the legs straight up. Stretch the legs straight up. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, bring the palms together. As you exhale, hover the left leg, lift and reach to the outside of the right leg. As you inhale, squeeze the legs together, lie back down, both legs reaching up. Exhale, other side, right leg hovers, left leg is reaching up. Inhale, lie back down, arms reach overhead. We're going to slow it down. Exhale, lift and reach to the right. Stay here. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Exhale, curl and reach a little further. And then inhale, squeeze the legs together, lie down, reach arms overhead. Exhale, lift and reach to the left. Stay here, lengthen the legs as you inhale. Exhale, reach a little further, squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lie back down, lift the right leg up to meet the left. Again to the right, exhale, lift and reach. So stay here. The inhale lengthens the legs. The legs stay apart, but squeeze to the midline as you exhale. And then inhale, lie down, lift the left leg up. One more time to the other side. Lift and reach to the left. Stay here. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, reaching a little more. And then inhale, lie down again. And this time, exhale, release the knees into the chest and just inhale, exhale, pause. Good, let's place the soles of our feet onto the ground. I like to do a little bit of bridge pose just to keep warming up our spine and our breath. Let's do it with movement with the arms so we can really drop into that flow of breathing. So as you inhale, lift the hips and lift the arms straight up. As you exhale, keep the hips lifted, but let the arms reach behind you on the floor. Hips are still lifted. As you inhale, the arms float straight up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, everything comes down together. Let's repeat that again. Inhale, hips lift, let the arms reach straight up. Exhale, just keep the arms moving so they reach overhead behind you. And then inhale, arms lift back up again. And exhale, lower everything down. One more time, same thing. Inhale, hips lift, arms reaching up. Exhale, arms keep moving back behind you. Inhale, let the arms reach straight up. And exhale, lower all the way down. We're just going to lift the hips up again here and stay here as you exhale. So inhale to lift, exhale, pause. Let's feel the strength of the legs come back to the breath. So really dropping into that flow whenever possible, noticing when there's resistance, right? So wherever possible, notice the resistance and then just move into that space of receiving the flow. Let's press the left heel down, reach the right leg up. Reach the right leg up, opening the front of the left hip, just lifting up a little higher. One more inhale. Bring the right foot down as you exhale, and let's switch sides. Lift the left leg up. So that one-legged bridge pose. Use your right leg, open the front of the right hip, take another inhale, and then foot down, hips down, exhale, and just soften for a moment. Just exhale and really feel the support of the floor. Is it possible to just move into that receptive, wide open awareness? Just for this moment. And from here, we're going to hug our knees in again one more time. Maybe take a couple circles with the knees or rocking a little bit side to side or front and back. And then we're going to come all the way up onto our hands and knees. So coming all the way up onto the hands and knees, and then pause in tabletop. Right, so hands and knees on the floor. Let's just take a few movements like cat-cow. So as you inhale, arch the back and look up. As you exhale, curling, bowing, rounding the back, tucking the tail. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, looking up, arching the back. Just in these simple moments, exhale, really enjoying that fluidity of breath and movement. Again, inhale, arching the back and looking up. And exhale, curling, bowing, rounding the back and tucking the tail. Let's move back into neutral. Take an inhale, stretch the right leg back, tuck the toes under and pause. And then let's inhale again, reach the left arm forward. If you'd like, you can lift and hover your right toes. Hug towards the midline with your right and left leg as if you're squeezing a block between the legs. And then hug with the left upper arm and the right upper arm to the midline as well. Get a little longer as you inhale. And then bring left hand down, pull knee to nose, curling in as you exhale. Inhale, reach the right leg back again, and then back to tabletop exhale. So simple balanced table. Let's start with the left leg, stretch back, tuck the toes, and pause. Let's take a breath and reach the right arm forward. So even right here, if you can imagine that block between the thighs, even a block between the upper arms drawing in, and then maybe lifting that left leg, sensing a little more length as you receive that space from the inside out. Maybe another full lengthening breath, inhale. And then right hand down, pull knee to nose, curling in as you exhale. Inhale, reach the left leg back again. And then exhale, bring both knees onto the floor. One more time, just reach the right leg straight back with the toes lifted. And pause. If you can imagine that hugging of the block between the legs, reach the left arm forward. This time maybe bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand to connect, and then maybe you open and expand a little bit. Again, hugging the legs as if there's a block between the thighs, broadening the collarbones, take another exhale. And then inhale, just reach, allow that inhale to flow through you as you lengthen. And hands to the floor, knee to the nose, curling in, bowing the head to the knee. Inhale, reaching back again. And then exhale into tabletop. Let's do one more time on the other side. Left leg back with an inhale. And reach the right arm forward. Take another breath, lengthening here. And then if you wish, you can bend your left knee. Exhale, connect the hand and the foot together. Inhale, opening up from that sense of hugging in, channeling that breath, that flow, opening a little bit more as you exhale. And inhale, reaching front to back. Exhale, bring the hand down, pull the knee to the nose, curling in, bowing the head to the knee. Inhale, reaching back again. And exhale into tabletop. Okay, so knees are about hip distance apart, maybe a little wider. Let's thread the needle, right arm reaching out, inhale. Drop the right shoulder to the floor, press into the left hand and breathe here. So lots of little subtle variations here. Anything that works for you, just find your breath. Notice if there's resistance or rigidity, and that's the practice right there. Right? Sensing how aliveness is flowing through you right now. It's unique and personal, but also deeply universal, vast and spacious. One more exhale. And then inhale, rise all the way up, reach that right arm out. Exhale, back to tabletop. Again, on the other side, left arm reaching out, inhale. Drop the left shoulder, reach across and soften. And then coming into that, thread the needle on the other side. So take a moment, come back to the breath. Explore a variation that feels useful to you right now. Make that expression, that unique expression of aliveness right now, even if it means staying right where you are. Let's take another full exhale, softening a little bit. And then inhale, rise all the way up, reach that left arm back up. And exhale back into tabletop. Let's come into high plank. So hands to the floor, step the feet back, coming into high plank. Pause right there, pressing into the hands, hugging the legs in, lifting the inner thighs. Could you imagine that hugging of the legs together, hugging of the arms together, and then lengthening front to back? You might choose to hover your right toes. You might even choose to reach your left arm forward. Take a full breath. This is really challenging. One more inhale. And then hand and foot down, lower all the way down, exhale. Let's interlace the hands behind your back, draw in below the navel, lift the chest and the legs up any amount. Lift the arms, legs, and chest up. Good. Take another full breath, and then exhale, lower down, and really just enjoy, drop into this moment of rest. No resistance, just flow. One more exhale. Let's do this one more time, coming into high plank or tabletop, and then eventually into high plank. Keep breathing, come into it here, pressing with the hands, lifting with the inner thighs. You might choose to lift your left toes and hover that left leg. You might choose to reach your right arm forward. Can you lengthen front to back as you hug to the midline? Take another full breath, inhaling, and then hand and foot down, lower all the way down, exhaling. One last time, interlace fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders forward and up as you inhale and lift up. So see if you can find your breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Take another breath, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, lower down and pause and rest. Just really connecting, honoring this moment right here. Just letting it flow through you, no resistance. From here, we're going to rise into high plank or tabletop. And then let's move either into downward dog or child's pose. So your choice, downward dog or child's pose, somewhere that you can pause for a moment, find your breath, and reconnect. Let the head be heavy in either position. Inhaling and exhaling. It's the simplest thing, just making that connection. One more full cycle of breath here. Let's take a full exhale. And then we're going to inhale, roll out over the hands into high plank. If you were in table or child's pose coming up. Exhale, squatting the hips back and lifting up into downward facing dog. Again, inhale, rolling out over the hands onto the tips of the toes. Exhale, squatting back and lifting the hips up. One more time, let's do that again. Inhale, just rolling out, moving with that breath in. Exhale, squatting back and lifting up to downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. One more exhale, and then we're going to bring our feet to our hands and come halfway up as we breathe in. Bow all the way down as we breathe out. And then stand up and lift the arms and look up, inhale. Exhale, bring the arms down, standing at the top of your mat. So we're really just going to flow for a little while through our standing sequence, and just as you're able to, just tapping into that breath and moving in a way that feels useful to you, even if it's a little bit different than how I'm leading it. So as you inhale, lift the arms, palms touch and look up. And exhale, bow forward over the legs, all the way. Just come halfway up as you breathe in. Step the right foot back as you breathe out into a low lunge. Inhale, sink the hips, broaden the collarbones, look up. Exhale, palms down, push the left foot back into one-legged plank. Inhale, one-legged plank. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Full deep breath right here. Heavy head, light belly. Just inhale and exhale. So you just allow yourself to drop into that space of flow if possible. I find sometimes what it feels like to me is I just feel more like myself, more at ease in the present moment. Let's inhale, press, lift, and reach the right leg up and back. And then exhale, pull the right foot forward between the hands up on the left toes. Inhale, sink the hips, broaden the chest, look up. Exhale, step the left foot forward and fold over the legs. Inhale, hugging the legs in, lengthening, looking up. Exhale, bowing all the way down again. Let's rise up into Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, reaching up, palms touch, looking up. And exhale, arms to your sides. Again, inhale, reach the arms up, look up, maybe lean back. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthening, look up. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot back, bend the right knee. Inhale, sink the hips forward, broaden the chest. Exhale, step into one-legged plank with the right leg lifted. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full deep breath right here. So really finding that balance as you move between a sense of kind of containment and grounding, and also that fluidity and freedom. Let's take an inhale, press, lift, and reach the left leg up and back. And then pull the left foot forward between the hands up on the right toes. Inhale, sink the hips, broaden the collarbones, maybe look up. Exhale, step the right foot forward and fold over the legs. Hugging the legs in, lengthening, coming halfway up. Exhale, bowing down again. Inhale, stand all the way up, hugging the legs, pressing the feet, looking up. And then exhale, bring the arms all the way down. One more, sun A. Inhale, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, bowing forward over the legs. Inhale, hugging and lengthening, look up. Exhale, step to high plank with both feet, maybe chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So just a simple flow and come back to your breath. Deepening an awareness of the sound, sensation, movement of breath, really inviting again and again, just inviting yourself back to that quality of flow, that dynamic energy of aliveness, that cleansing quality of impermanence. Let's take another full exhale here. And then bring the feet to the hands, hugging and lengthening, looking up. Exhale, bow all the way down over the legs, heavy head, light belly. And then rise all the way up, let the arms reach up and look up, inhale. Exhale, just bring your arms to your sides. We're gonna attempt to do a mandala namaskar, which we haven't done in these virtual classes yet. Let's see how it goes. So we'll start with Utkatasana. Inhale, bend the knees and lift the arms and look up. And exhale, bow forward over the legs, all the way down. Hugging and lengthening, looking up, inhale. Fingertips down, right foot back. Drop it 45 degrees and rise into warrior one as you inhale. Exhale, bring palms into your chest. Turn to the right. Bend your right knee for a side lunge as you push your left leg straight. And then inhale, straighten your right leg, standing up. Exhale, bend your left knee as you push your right leg straight. Inhale, stand back up. Let's turn our feet to the back of our mat, right foot in front, left leg back. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, maybe vinyasa, or just step into downward facing dog. Your choice. Just keep flowing with your breath. And that's personal. How that looks, how that feels, how that moves. Take a full deep breath and exhale, bow your head. Let's take an inhale, press, lift, and reach the left leg up and back. And then exhale, place the left foot between the hands, drop the right foot. Inhale, stand all the way up, lift the arms and look up, warrior one. Exhale, palms in, turn to the right and bend the right knee, push the left leg straight. Inhale, straighten the right leg, stand all the way up. And exhale, bend the left knee, push the right leg straight. Inhale, stand back up to center. Turn to the top, right foot in front, left foot 45. Inhale, lift the arms up and look up. Exhale, bring the hands down. You step the left foot forward and fold over the legs here. Inhale, hugging in, coming halfway up, lengthening. Exhale, bow down again. Bend the knees, you kind of unfurl into Utkatasana, inhale, and then back into standing as you exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, bend the knees and lift the arms and look up. And exhale, bow forward over the legs, all the way down. Inhale, hugging and drawing in below navel, lengthening, looking up. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot back, bend the right knee. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up. This time as you exhale, wrap the right arm under the left arm and either give yourself a hug or bring right fingertips to left palm. Press the elbows forward, lift up, reach into that left leg and exhale. Take another full breath, so slowing it down a little bit here. And then use your legs. Inhale, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, palms in, turn to the left. Bend the left knee, push the right leg straight. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, bend to the right, push through the left. Inhale, stand back up. Same thing, other side. Left foot in front, right foot 45 degrees. Inhale, lift the arms for warrior one. Exhale, wrap the left arm under, either for a hug or wrapping the arms. Inhale, reach into that right leg as you lift the arms. And maybe lean back. Take another full exhale here. And then inhale, release the arms and reach up. And exhale, hands come down. You can step into a vinyasa or just step into downward facing dog. Follow your breath. Follow what's flowing authentically through you right now, if possible. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Right, so we just do our best. We do what we can. Just holding that really kind and compassionate space for yourself as you practice. Take a full deep exhale here. And then let's inhale, press, lift, and reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, pull the right foot forward between the hands, drop the left foot. Inhale, come all the way up into warrior one. A different variation this time. Exhale, interlace fingers behind the back. Reach into the left foot, broaden the chest, look up, inhale. You can stay lifted or bow on the inside of your right leg as you exhale, and then stay here and take a breath or two. So finding the necessary kind of containment and grounding, and then receiving some space to flow with your breath. One more exhale. And then inhale, rising all the way up. Let the arms reach back up, maybe look up. Exhale, palms in, turn to the left. Bend the left knee as you push the right leg straight. Inhale, stand all the way back up. And exhale, move to the right. Inhale, rise all the way up again. Turn to the back. Last time, warrior one, facing your left leg. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands come behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Reach into the right leg. Lift the chest. Maybe look up. And you could bow forward if you wish. You can stay upright. Keep breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Find the lift in your belly. Find the strength in your legs. A little bit of grounding. A little bit of containment. And then as you're able, just soften, settle. One more exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let the arms lift, reach up, look up. And then exhale, bring the hands forward to the floor. Step the right foot in and bow over the leg. Just hugging and lengthening, coming halfway up. Inhale. Bowing down. Enjoy that exhale. Really savor it as you flow all the way down. Let's bend the knees, unfurl again into Utkatasana. Inhale, look up. And then exhale back to Samasthiti. All right, let's bend the knees. We're gonna do a sun salutation C. Bend the knees, lift the arms, inhale. And then exhale, stay in Utkatasana, bring the palms into the center chest. Palms touching, inhale out, stretch the arms in front of you. Exhale, pull the right elbow back, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to the center, arms reaching forward. Exhale, pull the left elbow back, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pull to the right, draw in below the navel. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, last time, pull to the left. Good, inhale, back to center. Exhale, bow over the legs. Just come halfway up as you breathe in. Chaturanga or plank as you breathe out. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale, press, lift, and reach that right leg up and back. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Just take a full breath, expanding from the inside out. As you inhale, stretch that right leg up and back. As you exhale, bring that right foot between the hands, drop the left foot. Inhale, rise into warrior two, and exhale into extended side angle pose. Inhale, rise back into warrior two. Exhale into reverse warrior. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, this time left hand to the floor, right arm reaching up into a twist. Find your legs. So it's almost as if your legs are squeezing onto that block, drawing in below the navel, opening up into that twist. Take another inhale. And then exhale, right hand down, maybe high plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time on the other side. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Nice big reach with that leg, bend the knee, rolling open. So finding some containment, but not necessarily rigidity, so that you can really expand and flow a little bit with your breath here. Inhale, stretch that leg up and back. Exhale, bring the left foot between the hands, drop the right foot. Inhale, rise into warrior two. Exhale, move into extended side angle pose. Inhale, rise back into warrior two. Exhale into reverse warrior. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, right hand down, roll up onto the right toes, and then inhale, open up into that low lunge twist. So breathing here, we'll stay here for a moment. So really getting acquainted with flow, with impermanence, just transitioning again and again with the breath. Broadening the collarbones, one more inhale, and exhale, left hand down, step back, maybe plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Regroup right here with your breath. The simplest thing, but so powerful, just dropping in. Sensing that aliveness that is really deeply personal and also universal, just tapping into that ocean of awareness, however it flows through you right now. One more exhale. Bring the feet to the hands, hugging and lengthening, inhale. And exhale, bowing over the legs. Just enjoy that exhale, savor it all the way down. Again, Utkatasana, one more time. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Keep the legs bent as you bring palms into the chest. Exhale. Same thing we did at the beginning. Arms outstretched, palms touching. Inhale. Exhale, pull to the right, look over the right shoulder, draw in below navel. Hugging legs together. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pull to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, pull to the right. One more time on each side. Inhale, center, and last time, exhale, pull to the left. Inhale back to center, and exhale into standing, arms at your sides. Let's step the feet wide apart, arms outstretched. Inhale, And, excuse me, exhale, pivot your feet towards your right foot and tip over your right leg for Uttita Trikonasana. So you can always bend your right knee. You can touch anywhere on your right leg. Just find some breath here. Tap into that quality of flow here and see where you are. Take another full breath wherever you are, just expanding in all 6 directions. As you exhale, let's bring the left hand to the left hip and look down at the right foot. We're going to transition into Ardha Chandrasana, pressing off of that left leg, lifting it up, and then pause right here. So take a steady gaze with your eyes. Maybe you reach the left arm up. Maybe you bend the knee and connect the hand and the foot together. So you always have options. Find your breath, right? Remember who you are in that moment. Just let it flow through you. Take another exhale. Inhale, opening up if you're bound together. And then exhale, left hand to hip, touch the left foot all the way down, grounded. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms outstretched, feet parallel. Exhale, pivoting feet to the left, tipping over the left leg for Uttita Trikonasana to the other side. So that might take more than one breath. Just honor your own process right here. Celebrate it if you can. Take another breath, expand. Perhaps with your next exhale, you bring right hand to right hip and look down at the left foot. Let's bend the left knee, press and lift the right leg all the way up, right? Or however much. Take a steady gaze with your eyes, find some grounding, and then let the breath flow, maybe opening up, expanding. Inhale. Maybe you bend that knee and connect hand to foot with an exhale, still breathing. Just however it's flowing through you. Even if it's wobbly, shaky, falling over, that's all right. Welcome it. Take another inhale. If you're bound together, next time you breathe in, open up, and then bring the right hand to the hip, touch that right foot down, exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up to center, arms outstretched. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Take a big breath in, press into the feet, broaden the collarbones, look up, inhale. And exhale, bow forward over your wide legs. Take a few breaths here. Strong legs, light belly, heavy head. Let's take another full exhale here. And then as you inhale, let's rise all the way up. Let the arms reach out. And we're going to fold right back down again. Exhale, this time fingertips to the floor. As you inhale, slide your arms forward, really lengthening your spine, lifting your hips, and bow your head. So the fingertips are really light, the legs are really dense and grounded. Inhale here, exhale, left hand reaches for the right leg, looking under the right armpit. It's kind of like threading the needle, but in a different orientation here. Again, tap into your own flow. Let that sense of flow really bring you into a quality of wakefulness, really savoring these moments. Take another exhale. Inhale, release that left arm. And exhale, other side. Right arm reaches for the left leg, looking under the left arm. Take another full breath. One more exhale. Inhale, release that right arm. Exhale, pause and bow. Let's just come halfway up as we breathe in. Pause right here, breathing out. Let's bring hands to the hips and stand all the way up with an inhale. And pause with our exhale. So we're going to step back to the top of our mat. Bring arms to your sides. And inhale, exhale, pause. So we're going to do another standing balance. We started on this last week. I'm going to come back to it again this week. So let's bring the palms together in front of the chest. And just feel the palms touching, feel the feet on the ground. Let your gaze be settled. So even as you ground yourself, tap into the flow of your breathing, just inhaling and exhaling. Let's inhale, lift the right foot, bending the knee. Exhale, cross the right ankle on the left thigh and sit back. So this is phase one of this pose. You can stay right here. You can inhale, outstretch your arms with your palms touching. Exhale, start to turn to the left. So I'm bringing my right forearm to my right foot and sliding into a twist. If you get beyond your elbow, you can bend your elbows, broaden your collarbones towards your thumbs, coming into a prayer twist. You might even explore turning this into an arm balance at some point, balancing on the hands, pressing, lifting the left leg up. Wherever you are, take another exhale, maybe touching that left foot back down. And then inhale, release. Stand all the way up, lift the arms with the right knee. And exhale, both feet on the ground and arms to your sides. Palms together, settle your gaze. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, cross the left ankle on the right thigh and sit back. So right here is the beginning of it. You could stay right here. If you'd like, inhale out, stretch the arms with the palms touching. Exhale, start to turn to the left. And then just keep breathing, right? Keep breathing, honoring that flow, that expression of aliveness that's right here inside you, flowing through you right now. Maybe it's a prayer twist. Maybe the palms come to the floor, balancing and lifting the right leg. Come back to your breath. Take a full inhale, full exhale. And then let's release the pose with an inhale, standing all the way up, lifting that knee, and foot down, arms down, exhale. All right, let's take a vinyasa to downward dog. So as you inhale, lift your arms and look up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, step back, maybe lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll back. Let's just take a pause right here. So it might be downward dog, it might be child's pose. Somewhere that you can reconnect for a moment. Inhale and exhale, just really touching that dynamic quality of the present moment. With your next inhale, if you're not in downward dog, go ahead and come back. Let's reach the right leg up and back. And then we'll bring the right foot between the hands, drop the left foot for warrior one. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, we're gonna interlace the fingers and the palms down on top of the right thigh. So we're kind of leaning forward over the right thigh. Roll up onto the left toes and then press and lift up into warrior three. Standing on your right leg, I have my palms on my right thigh. You can take any variation that you like. Take an inhale. Can you imagine that hugging of the legs together as if there was a block between the thighs? And then a little bit more broadness to the armpit chest. As you find your next inhale, we're gonna stand up, lift the left knee, lift the arms, and then exhale, cross the left thigh on top of the right thigh and bend the elbows like cactus arms. Left arm under the right arm, you either give yourself a hug or wrap left fingertips to right palm. Inhale, broaden the upper back, press the elbows forward, lift the arms up. Stay there, or exhale, hook the elbows over the knees, curling into a ball. Wherever you are, can you breathe? So there's a deep sense of contraction to the midline here, but can there be a sense of flow with the breath? One more exhale. Inhale, release the arms, lift the right knee, or the left knee, I'm sorry. Exhale, bring the left foot back behind you, hands to the ground, step to high plank, take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last standing sequence, one more time. Let's take that left leg up and back, inhale. Bring that left foot forward, drop that right foot, exhale. So one piece at a time. Inhale, stand all the way up. And then exhale, pitch forward with the palms down on the left thigh. Press into the legs, draw in below navel, broaden the armpit chest. You can press off of the right toes and come into warrior three if you wish. Breathing here. Again, refining awareness and flowing with it. So drawing in, broadening, lengthening, expanding. Take another exhale here in warrior three, and then inhale, rise all the way up, lift the right knee, lift the arms. Exhale, cross the right thigh on top of the left and bend the elbows like cactus arms. Inhale, wrap the arms, right arm under, maybe wrap with right fingertips to left palm. Inhale, press the elbows forward, lift the arms up. Maybe you stay there or curl into that ball as you exhale. Breathing here, drawing deeply in below navel. Inhale, exhale, steadying yourself with the flow. Take another full exhale. And then inhale, release the right knee, lift it up, reach the arms up. And then exhale, push the right foot back, hands down, step to high plank, maybe chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good, let's roll onto our right hand for side plank. Any variation of side plank, reaching with the left arm. So just letting this be an expression here of spaciousness. Take an inhale, opening up. I'm gonna add a little pulse, exhale, dropping down. Inhale, lifting, reaching up. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, lifting, reaching up. One more exhale, dropping down. Inhale, reaching up and overhead, and exhale back to downward facing dog. One more time on the other side, side plank. And again, you can do any variation that's flowing through you right now that feels useful. Maybe lift the right arm, reach overhead. You can stay right there or exhale, drop the hips, follow with the arm. Inhale, lift and reach overhead. Exhale, drop again. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, drop down. Last time, lifting, reaching overhead, and then back to downward facing dog. One last couple rounds of breath here. Exhaling, let's touch the knees down. Sit back into child's pose. Inhale and exhale here. Softening, settling, grounding. All right, so we're gonna rise into seated. So coming up, and let's outstretch the legs and come into a seated posture, into Dandasana if possible. So sitting upright, knees can be bent, legs can be straight, whatever feels useful to you right now, just sitting up nice and tall. Good, let's start to reach over the legs with an inhale, just lengthening over the legs, and exhale, bowing. So just kind of a grounding, calming, seated forward fold. You might let this be a gesture of listening. Just listening as you breathe in and out. You can hear the sound, you can feel the sensation, you can notice the movement. With your next inhale, let there be some lengthening. And then exhale, you can rise all the way up. So we're gonna walk the feet in. We're gonna walk the feet in, walk the hands back, and then inhale, lift up into reverse table. And as you exhale, swing your hips back, hover the bottom over the floor. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull back, deep lift below the belly as you lift the hips up. One more time, inhale. And exhale, pull back, deep lift, float the hips up and back. And then inhale, lift into reverse table. Exhale, stay there. One more breath, inhale. And then just bring your bottom down. As you exhale, let's outstretch the legs. We're going to bring the sole of the right foot to the left thigh for Janu Shirshasana A. So as you inhale, just start to lengthen over that left leg, and then exhale, bow down. Just again, turning inward a little bit here, sensing that breath, that flow, as you start to soften and settle and be grounded. Let's take another full exhale here. Sensing that cleansing quality of breath. And then inhale, a little bit of length. Exhale, rise and outstretch the right leg. Let's fold the left foot into the right thigh. Same thing, other side. Inhale, starting to reach over that right leg. Exhale, bowing down. So even here, can you feel or imagine that quality of the legs hugging to the midline, that deep lift below the navel? So there's a sense of containment and then a little more spaciousness to breathe and be free. Take another exhale. Inhale, just lengthening. Exhale, rising and releasing that left leg. We're going to take the right foot, fold it in again, and then bring it to the outside of the left thigh. So just a seated twist, hugging the right knee with the left arm, right hand behind you. Broadening, lifting the collarbones, rotating, looking over the right shoulder. Just breathing here. Exploring that space, just let aliveness flow through you. Really letting that intention invite you to a little bit more engagement and reverence with each moment, for each moment. Let's take another exhale, just savoring that breath out, looking over the right shoulder. And then inhale, turning the gaze forward. Exhale, releasing the twist, outstretching the leg. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left foot folds in. Left foot comes to the outside of the right thigh. Hugging the left knee with the right arm, rotating to the left. Breathing here. Just embodying in your own way that unique expression of aliveness right here. One more exhale. Just turn the gaze forward, inhale, and then release the twist and outstretch the leg, exhale. We're going to scoot our bottom towards our heels and then lift into Navasana. So lean back and lift your legs up. We're going to do this 3 times, just like in the primary series, breathing in and out as you are in each round, and we'll press and lift up between. So take another full inhale here. Exhale, fold the legs, palms down, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back into Navasana, inhale into it again. Breathing here, hugging legs in, broadening the collarbones. Take another full inhale. Exhale, fold the legs. Inhale is when you press and lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, back to Navasana. One more time, breathing here. Come back to your breath. Really tap into it right now. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold the legs. This time we'll roll forward, step into high plank, maybe chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's bring the shins forward, the bottom down, and outstretch the legs. Inhaling and exhaling. We're gonna roll all the way down onto our backs. So roll all the way down and walk your feet in. Bring the feet as wide as the yoga mat.
Drop the knees together and pause, right? So pausing in this vibration of stillness and flow at the same time. An inner stillness swimming in that ocean of aliveness. Okay, so from here, we're going to move through a couple of back bends. As has been true in these classes, I'd like to give you some freedom with that. So really any back bend that would be useful to you right now. I'm gonna do bridge pose. You could do upward facing wheel with your hands on the floor if you wish. So wherever you're gonna go, use an inhale to lift up into that pose and exhale, stay there. We're gonna stay and breathe. So lifting up and breathing wherever you end up. And as you breathe, right, feel a little more deeply. Really let your intention, whatever it is, see if you can embody it, let it flow through you right now. For me, it's really contacting the cleansing quality of impermanence, taking refuge in that. Letting it be an invitation to savor these moments, to really honor how precious they are. Take another inhale, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Let's just pause and rest. Find a way that you can rest between your rounds, whichever back bends you're doing. And then let's lift up again for one more. So whatever you're doing, maybe lifting the hips up in one way or another and breathing. Just dropping into that breath. Listening to the sound, the sensation, the movement. Let's take another full inhale wherever we are. And then exhale, lower all the way down. We're going to outstretch the legs onto the floor in front of you. Interlace the fingers, reach the arms overhead. Take a full breath, hugging in and lengthening. And then as you exhale, bring the right leg up, clasp hands onto the legs, and bow head to knee. So I'm going to choose to hover my left leg here. You can keep it grounded. Draw the navel down, bow into the knee. Take another full exhale. And then inhale, lie down, legs outstretched, arms overhead. And exhale, left leg coming up. I'm going to hover my right leg as I lift and bow to the left knee. Stay for a few breaths. Deep, deep dropping of the navel to spine, lengthening the legs. One more exhale. And inhale, lie down, legs outstretched, arms overhead. And then exhale, bringing both knees all the way into the chest and pause. So as we do, you're going to have some time for an inversion of your choice. If that's not what you choose, you can stay on your back and do a reclined twist or any other things that would be useful for you to start to wind down for Shavasana. If you'd like to do an inversion, any inversion goes that feels safe to you right now, right? So pick something that you can do safely and enjoy. Right, so I am going to put my legs up the wall for today. We've done a lot on our arms, so I'm just going to put my legs up the wall, but pick something for you. We'll stay for about 10 breaths wherever you go. See if you can let them be full, deep breaths. Even if it's an active inversion, so you're really contacting the breath. Just engaging with that dynamic energy of aliveness, with that cleansing flow of inhale and exhale. Let's take one more full breath wherever you are. And if you were in an active inversion, take a counter pose for about 5 breaths. If you're doing something like I'm doing, legs up the wall, maybe just stay there for a few more breaths. And then eventually the knees come in and roll to one side. And I'm going to come back onto my mat. We can all be finding our way to a reclined posture. So lying down, and maybe you'd like to take a reclined twist if you didn't do that yet. Maybe a little happy baby pose, maybe any other stretches that would feel useful to you to wind down here. We're going to make our way towards Shavasana, towards our final resting position. I'm going to rest for about 5 minutes. So just take your time working it out, maybe stretching the legs out onto the floor in front of you. And as you start to find that place where you can rest and be still for a few minutes, you might close your eyes. You might take a few breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really, those breaths are, in a way, they're just a gesture of surrendering. So in Shavasana, it's like we really release ourselves into the river. Or maybe you think of it as stepping into the ocean, just being carried by the waves and the tides of the ocean. Sensing aliveness is vast, right? Vast and spacious, just holding you in that space. Sensing that unity, that oneness, that connection, that we're all in this ocean together. Just letting that flow through you. Letting that wash over you again and again. Just savoring these moments, whatever they are. Just every breath, an opportunity to sense the cleansing quality of impermanence flow through you. Sensing the freedom of that.
As we dissolve into that ocean, it's a really deep space of listening inside. Listening and sensing that sincere wish to express this quality of aliveness in more moments. To express this deeply connected and spacious open awareness in more moments. Just to let it flow through you in whatever way it does naturally in more moments. Letting these moments of surrender, moments of dropping into the flow, really give us access to our wisest intention, our wisest aspiration. To be loving, to be kind in more moments, and ultimately just to do our best, just to do what we can, and be at peace with that. For your next few breaths, you might reach your arms overhead and draw your knees into your chest. Maybe roll to one side. Pause there. And if you'd like, you can rise and take your seat one more time. Just to close together. And really just letting that closing be taking a few moments, noticing where you are and just sensing that closing intention. Maybe insights of your practice be expressed through you in some way, in your own way. And even if you're not fully aware what that is. Just honoring your journey. Namaste. Thank you for your kind attention.